Good morning. It is morning. I woke up at 8 in the morning and I'm getting ready to do a work day. Isn't this quilt beautiful? So I have 5 quilts to do. I am gonna be here a while, so I brought my paper piecing pattern. I also brought some tools because I have roller skates. I want to change the wheels. I'm going to see if I could work for like finish a quilt or two or finish a quilt and a half and then go to lunch. I want to get the day started quickly. I want to get 3 quilts done today so that I have a free day tomorrow. He has a different color fabric from the back, so I had to measure 2 inches from the seam here. There's a seam right here to the side. And then come back and do the last quilt or the last half of the second quilt. So that's kind of like my plan. Yesterday I did a whole bunch of t-shirt and vinyl work. And the day before that I did hats. So it's been a busy work day, which I like. I think I'm a little bit more grounded this week than I have been in the last 3 months. And it's not like I haven't had work. It's just I haven't had a lot of work, so within a day or two I get work done and then I'm floundering the rest of the week, but it's good. I'm gonna take this quilt off of the long arm, and she doesn't want her quilts trimmed, and this is how beautiful this quilt is. Look how lovely. So I finished this one. I prepared another quilt. Even though it is freezing out there, this girl came out here with me. You're so loyal. Alright, you ready to go out there? I know, come on. Come on. I don't think. Let's go out there. She does a stretch. Hurry up, run. Run inside, run inside. She's cold. Cookie. You doing okay? It's cold out here, huh? Took her bone, huh? Here, can I take the bone back? It's Lily's bone, Lily Cookie. She took her jacket off. You're like, it's a private matter, Mom. We're going inside with her bone that's not yours. And then they went through half the feeder. So I'm on row 2. And I already got going. Lately I've been on a slow. You know how sewing machines have different speeds? Well, I've been on slow lately. But a couple days ago or last week or this Monday, I felt like I was on stop. I wasn't motivated to even come up here and do anything, and I had a friend really encourage me. And so at least I'm on slow and I'm getting something done instead of being on stop and getting nothing done. I measured the quilt in both angles, horizontal and vertical, and I realized that the quilt was not long enough to cover this space. So I turned it around and I assumed that it had the space on the lengthwise, and what it is short. So this is the quilt and this is the back fabric. So I'm gonna have to take this off and trim the edges off and extend the bottom of this quilt so that I could finish quilting it. I didn't realize that. Usually I measure the back fabric, but like I said, I'm on slow lately. So I'm gonna trim this edge off for the client and sew this extra piece of fabric to the back and just fixed it. I'm not gonna call the client, like that's dumb, but I will handle it. And then I don't charge for these mistakes. It's just a mistake. This piece is not wide enough, so I had to trim the fabric on both sides. Darn it. And I'm gonna sew it together, and hopefully, I think with both pieces it will work, but with one it wouldn't. That would kind of suck because I would have to call the client. All right, you don't need to see me sew, you know how. I want you to see what I did. I went ahead and I sewed 2 seams from each side of the quilt. From that side is a little one, the large piece. This side is a small one. Now, this client didn't want me to trim her quilts, but I'm having to trim it so I could use this fabric. But what I did, instead of putting this on the bottom, sometimes it's not gonna be completely straight, but at least this will be nice and big and straight. I have enough fabric now to completely be able to quilt the quilt, which is a blessing. This way I don't have to call the client and I could have it done for her. I'm gonna go ahead and quilt this last row, and sometimes this just happens. First 2 quilts that I did, she did measure the back fabric correctly, and this could just be kind of like a little fluke. I am gonna measure the other quilts back fabrics to make sure before I quilt those, because she brought me 5 quilts. It's quilting beautifully. I just finished this beauty and I'm working on that one. Don't like t-shirt quilts, but I'm hopeful this one will be fun. It has longhorns on it, longhorns. And I'm A&M, by the way, but you know, longhorns are fine. Beautiful it quilts. It's having a really nice sharp needle.